So my giant intelligent brain tells me that the short one is gonna go here. Yeah, I think this is where I saw this. So there's distributors here in the front, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 is here, which means that I think this number 1 has to be down there. Pretty sure. Do I dare hook it up? So I'd like to have this together and then ask my dad, did I do it right? Did I do it right, YouTube? Is that number 1? Is that right? So if that's number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does the distributor cap show only 6? Is that just a goofy? I think that must just be a goofy diagram or something. Right about the time the chapter ends, it feels like this is where they should show me the distributor. Like 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. See, 351 and 400 engines. 13726, but I don't know where those are on the cap, except for 1. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. C tune-up decal and engine compartment. I think that was for a different time. Maybe they never expected it to last this long. Tune-up decal. Okay. Maybe I'll look on YouTube. This is a YouTube video. And I think this is some kind of clue. So, what I don't know is which direction do you count from? So if that's 1, you probably go 2, 3, 4 like that. I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna see if my dad goes, yeah, that's right. I'm guessing since the 1 is this way, that this is 2, 3, 4 like that. That's what I'm guessing. So if this is 2, then maybe it's way simpler than I thought. Just go to the right. Maybe I just need to put the cables on, or the wires on. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that it? Is it that simple? So I did a little bit of research, and here's what I found on the internet. So this, I think, is what I need. That is what I need. Okay. So if that's 1, there's the clips. There's 1. Okay, 3 is to the right of it, and 8 is to the left of it. I can do this. I can do this. If this is number 1, then that's number 3. That's number 7. And this is number 2. So because of my now vast knowledge, of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 principle of a motor, I now know that this goes here. Oh yeah. Okay. So that was number 2. So number 3 is this one, the one closest to, which could probably get done with the shorter one. The one closest to number 1 is number 3. I wonder if they put them on like, they probably try to line them up with each other, huh? Like this. Like that. So they kind of pass along beside each other. And 3 is the 3rd cylinder back. Hallelujah. 3rd cylinder back. Brand new plug sticking out that I personally put on. Number 4 is the 2nd one over. It's by number 8. That'll be a longer plug. Oh, sometimes it's fun. This will go that way, that direction. Okay, that could go back there. That is on there. Number 5 is next to number 4. On the far side of number 4, right here. And I think I'll pass it under. And it goes to this here 5th cylinder that I know is the 5th cylinder. I know how to change a tire, and I know that that's the 5th cylinder. And 6 was adjacent to that. Right here. Get on there. It also could pass under this one, I think, and come over here to number 6, which I know how to do nowadays, as of whatever today's date is. There's Damien. What's up?
You there?
Yeah. I do need a small hot, half sweet kicker, extra hot. I do.
I would have felt so guilty showing up with my hot quarters. Okay, so you're getting one. I'll be there in just a minute. I'm gonna throw Dust Bros up at the top.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay, bye. That was worth the interruption. Thank you, sir. Okay, bye. Oh man, it just gets better. But where was I? I think we only have 7 and 8 left. 7 is the one that was next to number 3, which is here. I think I'll put it on this way. Like that. and pass it through here and over to number 7. Old number 7. Old number. Oh, my dad's here. I gotta hurry and get this. Old number 7, the donkey on Grizzly Adams. Mad Jack's donkey, for those who know. Come on now. Probably just goes on really easy and I'm making it difficult. Number 8. I gotta hide the diagram so it looks like I'm smart. Now you're gonna tell me.
Is this number 1 here? And the cap has a number 1.
You're number 1. Oh man, I need this.
Okay,
I need the child labor back.
That's fine.
This other plug disappeared. Ah, there it is. Okay, did I do it right? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's going back, yeah, but with the firing order.
Firing order isn't there. Oh, it's here. 351 and 400 engines, 137 like that.
Yeah, 13726548.
So look at it and tell me if I did it right.
3. This ain't right.
I bet it is.
Oh, wait a minute. No, 6. That's number 4 right there. Maybe I'm off.
This is number 5.
I mean 5. One, 3, 4, it's 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 2. Gotta start over. 1. And the rotation is that way. 3. 1, 3, 7. 2. 6. What's after 6? 1, 3, 7, 6. Yeah. 5. 4. And this will be 8. Is that going clear back? Yeah, 8. Okay, very good.
I did it.
Yeah, you did. I got
Figured it out.
Well, yeah, I got wrong on my. I'm thinking of GM here.
This didn't work for me because I had no way to know that the distributor was like what was 1 and 2 and 3.
Remember I told you on the vacuum advance where that vacuum advance chamber is, since it's on over this way as you're looking at the top of the distributor, that's the rotation of the distributor.
Yeah, but it seems to be, to me, it's in random order instead of like these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's like all over the place.
It is. Well, that's
so. Here's what I did.
Okay. Oh,
I found that.
Great. Oh, and look, they got one going straight back against the firewall. I didn't mean to touch that. Clip.
Yeah, maybe they do, but that's not.
Where are the clips on this thing? These, your clips are here and here. They're like that. 350. Yeah, you're just. Well, the distributor's set in there wrong. That's all. It could be set the other way, and the clips put that way. The number 1. This one here could be point straight back. That makes sense, but it'll work this way as well.
There's the update. Another day. Every day I think this is the day because this isn't my primary thing to do, but my dad keeps finding other things to do, which puts me dead in the water. So I'm doing what I can do, and I thought, well, I'll change the oil while I'm waiting because he's running around. I put coolant in. Now I'll change the oil, and then we'll see what, maybe today is the day. I'm probably already ahead of a lot of, let's see, righty tighty, lefty loosey. I'm already ahead of a lot of snowflakes that wouldn't even know how to do this. Yeah, that's one of the secrets to a strong self-esteem. See, you just compare yourself to people much worse, then you look better. Oh, today's dose of misinformation. I kind of jacked up the wrong side. Maybe I'll let this down, huh? I'll let the jack down and let it do its thing, and maybe it'll drain better. A slight improvement. Maybe I put a heater or something under the oil pan? I don't know. I got time. I know, YouTube. Don't judge me. It's not a filter wrench. Somebody will say, don't use that Fram filter. Don't use that Edelbrock. Use a Holly. There's always something, some criticism. It's okay. None of it means much to me because I feel like a dang hero for changing the oil or changing the dang carburetor. I'm not an elitist. I'm not an expert like you guys. Sometime in my 50 years though, somebody taught me, I think it was on a commercial fishing boat, I would change the oil in these 892 Detroit diesels. And they told me about putting oil on the seal of the filter when you put the new filter on. So that's what I'm about to do. Here's the new filter, and I put some oil on it, on the seal, some new fresh oil. I don't want to injure the filter with this big wrong tool. Just gotta wait for it to finish draining, which might be helping a little that I've got it jacked up on the far side. And maybe once that's finished draining, I'll plug it and put some oil in it. Probably a very important part of the process. So it's actually pretty cool out here this morning in Oregon, YouTube. Today's October 23rd, maybe? So I hope my wife doesn't start missing this. So a new drama that I started yesterday is when I was messing around with this, I bumped this coming off of the master cylinder here for the brakes, and it just like, I mean, I barely touched it and it just came apart. That seems like it was just ready to go. Like it was, like it's probably good that I accidentally broke it the rest of the way, because it would maybe surprise me some other time. I think I'm gonna get on LMC and see if I can get a new seat coming. Look at these, how funky they are. So you put the lap belt on, and then you lock this into it for a shoulder harness. So it doesn't, it has no elasticity. So you just like lock yourself in at whatever shoulder harness restrainment you prefer. I don't use it, I just use the lap one. So I just installed this fuel line on my own. Big deal, right? But I'm just waiting for my dad. I think it's the right thing to do. The fuel line used to go from here like straight into the front, of the other carburetor, but the fuel on this one is back here, and the vacuum is on the front. So I think this is okay. It's been a lot of minutes.
Two hours later.
Okay. Wipe this off a bit and sneak it back into the cupboard. My dad wasn't here, but guess what I did? I took off this thing off of the master cylinder, and it was like, it had been like stripped out by so many people with wrenches and vice grips. That's what it looked like. I think I'm gonna just take it down to the auto place and say, do you got one of these? One tap.
Very good. That smallest one. So this opens up like that.
You think it's this one?
I think it's this one right here. I think
Oh, okay. 1/4?
No, I think it's 3/16. I'm not sure though. We won't know until we put it up in there. And it's going to squeeze the pipe a little bit. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because it wouldn't squeeze it on this one.
No way.
No, okay.
So that's it. So then you got to run up using it as a gauge, that smallest double flaring tool. I just had it in my hands and I think I put it back.
This?
Yeah. That goes in there. But this, there's a way to space it here.
I think this one right here fits in there. Doesn't it?
Nope.
No? Seems like there's a size in between these two that we're
Well,
missing.
they should be marked. That's something 16ths.
Okay, good.
And that's what that is. It ain't 5, that's for sure. So then you put this thing
3/16, okay.
in there, and you normally would run that up, I think, to that shoulder right there. But I'm gonna confirm. It's been a long time since I've used this thing. Well, that should start pushing that.
Dang humans.
Down.
They're such clever little creatures.
Now we would use this one inside that double flare. Is the nut on here already?
Nut? Yeah.
But it's on backwards.
Is it?
Yeah, how's it going to push in and thread? This part screws in.
Put it on backwards?
Yeah. But I'll just show you what
But I thought the flare comes up against this.
No, think about it now. If the flare's on this side, you know, the pipes come, the flare's here, we'll say, and you're screwing this,
Yeah.
it's going to crush it in there into the fitting that's
Yeah.
inside the master
Yeah,
cylinder.
okay, let's look at
So
the
let's
other
just see what
side.
it looks like, just like this. See how well a job we did on that. It's not quite real plumb, but it'll probably work. Anyway, we'll make another one. We'll just cut that thing off.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did it wrong. This one's all wrong
Oh,
too.
that one's on backwards too.
Okay,
Ooh-wee.
so
Okay.
cut this baby off.
All right.
Good thing I got extra length here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, duh. The threads have to be... the threads have to be pointed at where they're going to thread into. Okay.
It's like a smartphone. It's easy when you know how. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble with it. Must be.
Arkadelphia, Arizona? I don't think so. Arkadelphia? I imagine it's just kind of firm pressure on this. These wing nuts. But I think I'm common sense tight enough.
Okay.
How'd you get that on there?
You slide it on like this. And if it doesn't go, you're hitting something. So back this off more. Give yourself some more.
Watch the camera.
Didn't see it. Okay. More room.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. I gotta fix these things better. This is just my homemade lamp sheets.
So then I just put it on without the little, without this thing, right?
Right, without the double flaring adapter, yeah.
And hopefully I didn't cramp down on it too hard before.
Well, let's see if you did. You still got a long enough pipe.
It'll be split if I did.
I don't know if it will or not.
That seems like,
Oh, you already did it? I mean, you're ready for the second act now, right?
yeah, I just did it.
We'll just take a look at it and see. That looks real good. That looks real good. There's a.
You
the
don't
nut,
think I split that soft
I don't
metal?
think so. The nut is going to crush it in anyway against the fitting that's inside the master cylinder. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. This is nice pipe. Boy, they've made improvements on stuff. That's awesome.
This is why I like to buy 2018 and 20 vehicles. However, this is a little bit fun. So that should work. So now I can bend it around and done. Okay, I think that's started without cross-threading. Does YouTube agree? Is this... That doesn't look cross-threaded. Okay, okay. I'll tell you something, YouTube. I did tree work for a lot of years to the point where I was super tired of it, bored with it, even tired of the repetitive, like all the things that were damaging my body and same thing every day. Basically, I was solving problems for other people all the time, and I wasn't really getting much done for myself besides giving up my future for them. And I wasn't compensated very well. And then I started my own company, and it was still me solving problems for others, and with the added responsibility of having to be the responsibility of having people working for me that I needed them and their little families were relying on me to come up with the work and give them good pay. But it really wasn't. I'm saying all of that because we work, you know, what's our motivation? And for me, a super strong motivation is sharing the experience. And so when I started bringing this GoPro to work and started like documenting my jobs, that's really when work came alive again for me. And I almost wished I had done it sooner while I was more of a stud, you know, because then I could be more of a YouTube hero, right? Doing my job instead of a geriatric. Still, here I am. It's never too late. So now I need to bend this around and stick it in there. Oh, that wrench is gone forever. Every time something slides down in there, it goes into the Bermuda, the Ranchero triangle or something. There it is. Vice Grip Garage. I wonder if my 5/8 will get on that. It's super hammered by past MacGyvering and weather and elements. So YouTube, just so you know, I mean, I had some help with my dad on this repair, but I did most of it, so now I'm pretty stoked about, you know, fixing that. Because I did it. Seems like a small, very small for an oil drain. Must not be stock. My guess is it takes 5 after the filter fills up or something. So after I run the motor, I bet it needs another quart maybe. This is some bad looking oil.
You got a new rotor, didn't you?
I got a new cap and rotor. New points and condenser.
Is that a new cap? No.
No. No, not a new cap. I got new points and condenser.
But not a new rotor. Okay.
So that's the condenser.
Yes. That's the condenser.
And the points thing is that little alligator clip looking roach clip thing.
Now I'm listing the points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one's loose, the ground strap. Wow.
Will that free up some of that stuff to come out and I could clean it?
I don't know. Oh, it should, yeah. We can get in there and do something about it. Well, something I'll tell you though, don't leave your ignition key turned on with the point type distributor, because if the points are together, it's going to run the battery down.
Yeah, that's an operator thing. I know that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story that in my 54 Chevy pickup?
No.
Well, I go in archery season way up in the Cascade.
Oh yeah, you used a 6-volt battery.
A 6-volt lantern battery to hook into my ignition, and I could push the truck and get it going, but I had converted it to an alternating system rather
So
than...
you fried your points by leaving the key on?
Yeah, and I didn't know. In other words, I backed the truck in. I was going to sleep in the back of the truck, and it wasn't quite level. So I got in, I turned the key on, I was going to start it up. But when I pushed the clutch in, it was in gear. It rolled forward just a little bit, and then it was level. I thought, oh, this is really good. So I forgot to turn the key off. I get up in the morning, hike up the hill. There was some deer and elk up in there. I never got anything. Hiked around the bulk of the day, got back to my truck, ate a nice meal that I had prepared, got in there to start it up, 0. Then I realized, oh no, the key was on, points were closed. So I took a 6-volt lantern battery apart, the kind with the 2 squiggly wires on there, and I got one side I hooked on to the ground and the other side going to my coil. And I pushed the truck, got it in gear, let the clutch out. It didn't do anything. I had a hard time because I was in the boonies up there. 25 miles from the highway, up in a logging road in there. And then, anyway, I pushed it again, let the clutch out. It started running, but it was random firing. Just wasn't enough voltage. And then all of a sudden, boom, it revved up and went normal. And I thought, oh man, that was...
So what did the 6-volt battery do? Was just enough help?
It was just enough to supply ignition to get it going. But the alternator, for it to work and start charging, it requires 12 volts because it was a 12-volt alternator, not a generator. A generator will make the juice, but alternator, anyway, it tickled it enough to where it started working.
So you did it with half the requirement.
Right, yeah. A half-wit left the key on, too.
Yeah, but somebody like me would have been just no chance.
What's the same thing if that Jeep quits?
I would have done something else, though. I don't know what.
Start walking.
Nah. I'd done something.
I'm going to get a...
There would have been some provision.
Rag with some lacquer thinner and just scrub around down in there. That's hot. And this is not. Okay, turn it off. This red one is hot, so I'm going to go ahead and undo all this stuff. And
somehow the automatic choke knows when the engine's cold, and through that electrical connection.
Yeah, there's coils in there and a spring. We may have to adjust it.
So they heat up, and that tells...
And a wire makes that thing move. A spring in there gets hot, so it starts coming undone, which is going to move that thing.
And that has to do with actual engine
voltage.
Temperature from being run.
Well, it's voltage is what it is. And it'll stay charged, I'm going to use that term, for a while. Okay, so that system there will work. These are junk, but this one isn't. This is my ground right here, and I'm going to ground it to its own screw right there with a cover.
So this is supposedly the last thing.
Well, we've got other stuff to eliminate too. I don't know about all this.
Well, we'll see. So we're about to start it. Before we try, tell them about what you did for the kick down, because it's kind of custom.
Kind of custom, yeah. Well, this is a piece of angle iron that was on a bed frame, and I cut a piece off to make a piece of just flat bar out of it. And I drilled and filed a slot in here, and that's the kick down for the automatic transmission, which was throttle activated on the original carburetor. And they make an aftermarket kit that doesn't come with this carburetor. You have to buy it separately for the linkage for the kick down for an automatic transmission. So we just made our own. It would have been simpler to get the kit, but I didn't know until I looked on, I think it was on page 5 of the Edelbrock brochure. But this is just a long bolt, 5/16 fine thread, and I used a piece of copper tubing that I ran a tap through to thread it as well. And this, right in this part of it here on the Edelbrock carburetor linkage, it's a big hole through there. So I cut a piece of like fuel line to fit as a wedge in there, 2 flat washers, this long bolt, and then the nut that's on the inside pushing this flat washer shoves that flat washer via this copper tubing to hold this shaft, this bolt, tight in here, which will operate the kick down. When you go, get back about 3/4 throttle, half throttle, then floor it, that activates the kick down to go into second gear, passing gear, if you will. And anyway, that's basically what it is. We just had to
And you have this little custom bracket.
Yeah, this little bracket, that's part of it. Same thing, a bed frame that I hacksawed down and made a bracket to come off of the top of the
This thing's a sleeper.
air conditioning pump.
Bed frame. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so that's it. How well it'll work, we don't know. It's adjustable with a hose clamp over the original shift down tube there. So, and we got some wiggle room here on this just to see, because we don't know exactly what's going to take place.
This is
speedometer cable from, it used to have cruise control on it, which who needs that when your gas pedal foot works? So anyway.
All right, so we're about to try it. So when we go like this right now, is there fuel pumping?
No, because we haven't cranked over the fuel pump.
Okay, so that does you no good to pump the gas before you start to turn it over.
No, because there's no fuel up here at all.
Right, but if there was, would it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Accelerator pumps would be.
So when we're about to start it, are we gonna dump some fuel in the carburetor?
We can if you want to. I don't really want to, but we can. It won't hurt. I just want to see what the factory setting is on this. So there's a half, 1, 1.5, about 1 3/4 basically. So there's a half, 1, right in that area there, probably the same thing. A half, 1, that's like 1.5. So a half, 1, 1.5. I'm just going to open up about 1 3/4. We're going to have to play with this anyway. And we might have some vacuum hose off somewhere that we're unaware of. We don't know yet. There's a half, 1, 1.5. Let's say 1 3/4, roughly. So we'll get some of the stuff off the cowl here and move it out of the way.
Oh, I know what we had to do.
What?
Is drill a hole in this because I broke this when I leaned on it. Well, I don't want this touching the fan.
No.
So that broke right there. So I have to drill a hole in this and then zip tie it again.
Right. Well, we should do it on 2 sides.
Yeah.
That's probably enough. That might hiccup and charge and then die right away, but the fuel pump will get going.
All right, here we go. I mean, it's probably not going to pump up there.
No, the fuel pump will pump.
I know.
That went over.
I'm just talking about with the pedal.
Oh, no, it won't. That's good. That was a good sign right there because it fired up and ran. So.
Yeah. Oh, and I had the GoPro going.
Yeah.